Hey there, time travelers and history enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history and curious facts about daylight saving time in Canada. Buckle up because we're about to uncover 10 surprising facts that might just make you question everything you thought you knew about time itself. Let's get started. Daylight saving time seems ancient, right? But it's a relatively recent invention, first widely used during World War I. In 1916, Germany shifted the clocks forward an hour during the summer to conserve energy for the war effort. The idea? To take advantage of long summer daylight hours and maybe even get a jump start on the enemy. You might think wartime was an American thing, and you'd be right. The US observed DST year-round during World War II, but Canada had already been experimenting with DST for decades. We were way ahead of the game. Way back in 1908, a small Canadian city called Port Arthur, now part of Thunder Bay, Ontario, decided to become time pioneers. They were one of the first places in the world to implement DST, thanks to a local businessman named John Hewitson. Little did he know, he was sparking a global time revolution. The main argument for daylight saving time is that it saves energy, but studies suggest that any energy saved from lighting is offset by increased use of other appliances, like air conditioners during those extended summer evenings. It's a classic case of unintended consequences. Now, let's talk about the real victims of daylight saving time. Cows. Farmers and pet owners will tell you that animals don't quite get the whole changing the clocks thing. Dairy farmers, for instance, have noticed that cows expect to be milked at the same time every day, regardless of what the clock says. Daylight saving time is not universally accepted. Only about 70 countries around the world observe DST, while many, including China and India, have never bothered with it. Even within countries that do observe DST, like Canada and the US, there are always holdouts. Speaking of marching to their own drum, let's take a trip back in time to the US before 1966, before the Uniform Time Act. Back then, cities and states could set their own daylight saving time rules. Can you imagine the confusion? It was a logistical nightmare. For example, in 1965, the state of Iowa had 23 different pairs of daylight saving time start and end dates. The end of daylight. Saving time in the fall creates a 25-hour day. This time warp has actually caused some legal headaches, with debates about when crimes committed during that extra hour actually occurred. There's growing evidence that daylight saving time might actually be bad for our health. Studies have shown a noticeable increase in heart attacks and traffic accidents in the days immediately following the spring forward, when we lose an hour of sleep. Both the US and Canada have experimented with year-round daylight saving time in the past, but people quickly realized that while they could handle late sunsets, dark winter mornings were a whole different story. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the quirky history of daylight saving time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating content. Let us know in the comments below whether you're team spring forward or team fall back, or maybe you're just team let's abolish this whole time changing thing once and for all. See you next time.